In today's video, I'm gonna show you what is exposed to this beautiful view. Welcome to another edition of What Your Money Can Buy in Toronto Real Estate. In today's video, I'm gonna show you what $1.5 million can buy you within Toronto real estate. My latest sale, that's right, I just sold a $1.5 million penthouse in 70 Annie Craig, a 52nd floor unit, 1,200 square feet, 2+1 with 3 washrooms, with an amazing 1 in 1,000 view of the downtown Toronto core and Lake Ontario. I cannot wait to show you this sale, but more importantly, not only is it going to be a property tour, but I'm going to use this as an opportunity, as I always do in this series, to not only show you the property, show you the unit, but tell you about the building, tell you what it says about the Toronto real estate market, and teach you more about the specific Mimico region. Talk about all the Mimico buildings, talk about the area, and do a little bit of an area analysis with regards to all the buildings in the Mimico region. As always, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate and Remax Welch on Realting. My contact information in the description box. Enough of that, let's get to the video. Right now, as I speak to you, we're driving on Marine Parade. Marine Parade is a stretch on the southern portion of Mimico, where the Mimico condo market is. And I'm very excited to show you this property I just sold for $1.5 million, and $1,495,000 to be exact, with one of the best views I've ever seen in my career. Okay, here we are on the 52nd floor. That's right, for $1.5 million in Mimico. Besides the view, of course, the height matters, and the height contributes to the beautiful view. So we're gonna go inside quickly, but off the bat, the unit is next to the staircase, right? So most often, this is something I would say that is less than ideal. But obviously when you're on the 52nd floor, which is the 4th highest floor in this building, I think it goes to 56, being next to the stairwell is not going to be an issue whatsoever. Unless someone is on an extreme weight loss journey, people are not taking the staircase all the way to the 52nd floor. But I wanted to make note of that. So anyways, let us go inside. Cameraman, come on in. So just like other editions of this series, right? I always film this after I have sold the unit, right? Because I want to make this series of What Your Money Can Buy in Toronto Real Estate to be purely about my listings, my sales, my purchases. And I kind of want to only do it after I've actually done the deal. I've actually served my client, whether it's a purchase or a sale. And the reason I say that is because right now it's a vacant, empty unit. It was beautifully staged prior to it. If you want to see it staged, as always, I might splice in some footage in the video, or you can check out my Instagram and other social media platforms for when it was staged. Right now, 90% of the staging furniture has been removed because we already sold it, right? So that's why I mentioned that part. But enough of me talking about the process. This is the hallway, and something you might not be able to see as of yet because the camera has not adjusted. Well, guess what? As we walk in, hopefully the camera will adjust. Through the corridor that greets you once you walk in is this wall of blue, this magnificent wall of blue. And it's not a blue screen, it's Lake Ontario. You're looking at Lake Ontario. And guess what? It gets even better because you think this is the entirety of the view. And if you look slightly to your left, you see downtown Toronto. And when I say the video does not do it justice, your eyes are always better than a lens. When you're here in person, you see every single building in the downtown core, from the CN Tower to 8 the Esplanade, to 1 Bloor Street East, to the CIBC Towers, to the TD Towers, to the BMO Towers, to the Manulife building. I can keep going on. You see every single building individually. And hopefully we'll get some better shots of that towards the end of the video. So this off the bat is the main course. When my clients first came to me to use my services to sell this property, off the bat, I knew we can get premium dollars because of this view. And the rest of the unit is great, by the way, don't get me wrong, but this is the main event. This is what the buyers paid $1.5 million for. This is what my sellers, my clients are getting $1.5 million for. And I've said this before in previous editions. Obviously, as I'm speaking right now, we are in the living dining area, right? So when it was staged, this area right here was the dining, and the living portion was towards the wall. That's where the TV and the couch would go, and a big round dining table fit currently where the cameraman is standing. But besides that, when we are in a low inventory market, This is the definition of a wow factor. And if you're a seller in a low inventory market, remember, we sold this in April. Right now it's close to the end of May, right? It's almost June. Inventory was much lower than it is now at the time of recording of this video, which is May 26th. This wow factor just helped this unit sell itself. Obviously, I always like to think I do a great job. Of course, I'm gonna toot my own horn. I did a great job with the marketing, with the staging, with the cleaning, with the pricing. However, to be honest with you, it was a tag team effort between me and this view. The low inventory, this view made my job much easier. Our initial offers were in the lower 1.4s, higher 1.3 ranges. We got multiple offers after 3 days on market. Once again, because of the low inventory, because of the wow factor. And where I came in, I was able to, once again, happily negotiate the offers up to around 1.5. So the exact sold amount for this property is $1,495,000, just $5,000 shy of 1.5. All right, so I'm gonna first show you the view in a little bit more of detailed. We're gonna go on the balcony. And the good thing about this, cameraman, is as we go outside, not only will you see the view, once again, the fantastic wow factor, but the balcony itself is huge, right? It's a wraparound balcony. Of course, it's a corner unit, right? In this building 70, Annie Craig. I'll touch on the building a bit more as well. It is a corner unit, but the wraparound balcony is huge, right? So right now, the cameraman is shooting me with my back towards one end of the balcony. But cameraman, if you come stand where I'm standing, voila, you see the balcony continues. And by the way, the water views continue to the other end as well. It's pretty much almost 180 degrees of completely unobstructed water views. But as we walk, cameraman, come on here. So, as we walk, cameraman, come, we will see that we have more unobstructed, beautiful water views. And then here, hopefully it is a sunny day. Hopefully the lens adjusts. Here we're looking to the north and western regions of Mimico and Etobicoke. So not only is it a 52nd floor, not only complete unobstructed views of downtown Toronto, Lake Ontario, but it's a huge balcony as well, right? You can have all that I just mentioned without the huge balcony, but we happen to have that and the huge balcony. Anyways, let us go inside to see more of the inside. And as we see more of the inside, I'm going to comment on the Toronto condo market in the Mimico region a bit more and the building itself. Because as always, I want to make this informative. Let's get to it. All right, we're back inside. Let us show you more of the property a bit more and then speak about the market as we do it. So right now you're looking at the second bedroom, right? This is, if I haven't given you the specs already, this is a 2+1 unit with 3 washrooms. This is the second bedroom, right? Come on in. Now, this is one of those bedrooms that does not have any windows. And to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan. And in these videos, I don't sugarcoat stuff, right? If you've seen all the previous editions of What Your Money Can Buy in Toronto Real Estate, even when it's my own sale or purchase, I give you the pros and cons. This is one of the items that's not ideal. Now, of course, it's not bad as other units, right? Because other units have this closeted bedroom with no windows. But here, obviously, when you open the sliding door, as opposed to other units, you see the entirety of Lake Ontario and you have a bright view. And then you also have your own ensuite washroom as well. In the second bedroom, you also have mirrored closets with a lot of space in the closet, right? It's, you know, better than some primary bedrooms in some other units when you take a look at it. Now let's go take a look at the rest of the units. Now we're back in the living area once again, this beautiful blue backdrop we have here. Let's take a look at the kitchen, right? So what I like about it is it's not a side kitchen, right? So the previous edition of the series I did, it was a side kitchen. It was still a beautiful unit, but it was a side kitchen. This is the proper kitchen for a proper home. It has your cabinet fridges, plenty of storage space, a large sink, once again, a large kitchen island. It also happens to have my flyers, which I'm delivering to this building now and to this area, but put that aside. You have a pretty big kitchen, right? And even in the kitchen, you have the views of Lake Ontario. Now, as I said, this unit was previously staged. The stager has now removed all her furniture. This is where the den was. Once again, when it was staged, it was beautifully staged. Some of the leftover furniture right now is occupying the den, but this is where the home office would be. So this is the +1. I would say it's medium sized. As of now, when the previous staging furniture is here, you're looking at 5 to 6 chairs, right? And right beside the den, right behind the kitchen, as we come on in, you have the primary bedroom. This is the primary bedroom. This is the main bedroom. It has an ensuite washroom, but since it's a corner unit, right, you have dual exposure with large floor to ceiling windows, one to the further west and one to the south. And when you're honestly on such a high floor anyways, you're looking at all directions at all times. So this is the primary, a little bit on the small side, but the fantastic view and the dual exposure more than make up for it. Let me talk about the Mimico area in this building. This building is 70 Annie Craig. It is called the Vita 1. It is part of the Vita series. There's Vita on the Lake 1, this building, Vita on the Lake 2, which is the other Annie Craig building, which is 65 Annie Craig. Now the Mimico region is the most eastern portion of Etobicoke, and is also the most southeastern portion of Etobicoke that is extremely condo rich. And some of the best buildings in the city of Toronto are in this Mimico region. Some of the cameraman's favorite buildings even are in the Mimico region. So some of the best buildings are, for instance, 2200 Lakeshore, 2212 Lakeshore, 15 Legion Road. 10 Park Lawn is also a very good building. And then you have the Annie Craigs. Obviously this is 70 Annie Craig, but 56 Annie Craig is also really good. 70 Annie Craig, this building is one of the newer buildings in the area. Thus far, it does not have an established reputation either way, good or bad. But since I'm an expert in this field, this is a 7.5 to 8 out of 10 building. So a good building, but not an absolutely fantastic building. But then at the same time, these good buildings I just listed, you have some not so good buildings at all. You have in the Mimico region, probably the tallest building here, which is the Shore Breeze buildings, which is 20 Shore Breeze, 30 Shore Breeze, and 33 Shore Breeze. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a personal thing, but you know I'm an expert in condos, especially in the Mimico area, in the Toronto condo market. I've never had a good experience from those buildings. I've never heard good things in those buildings, and in my many years of experience, those buildings have often been wrought with problems. If you enjoy those buildings, if you're happy in those buildings, God bless your soul. I have no ill will towards you. But the point is though, this region, this Mimico region by the waterfront is very diverse in terms of volume of buildings, but also quality of buildings. And overall, the community itself is fantastic. I would rank the Mimico area, especially southern Mimico, as one of my favorites, top 5 in the city of Toronto for sure. The condos here are quite on par in terms of appreciation and price per square foot as compared to downtown Toronto. So that's a brief summary of the Mimico region, the types of buildings. So that's a brief summary of the Mimico region, the buildings here, the types of buildings, and the quality range. Maybe I'll make, in fact, now maybe I am going to make a way more in-depth video on the Mimico region in the coming weeks, breaking down the entire area and everything you need to know. But overall, we're looking at a 1 in 1 million view in a great unit, in a good building, in a great area. And that is what your money can buy for nearly $1.5 million within the Toronto condo market and the Toronto real estate market. As always, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate. If you have any further questions, feel free to comment them in the comments or get in touch with me. My contact information always in the description box. Click on the link in the description box to join my exclusive WhatsApp group chat, which you should also join as well. I sent you a link. And as always, subscribe and like this video, it really helps. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Looking forward to doing more of these series. Have a couple more sales coming up to record for you guys.